What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are running in New Balance's very own FuelCell Propel version 4. So the New Balance FuelCell Propel version 4 is New Balance's friendly, economic, very cushioned daily trainer shoe, so that you're not breaking the bank, you can still get your miles in, and you have a little bit of up in your step. A Propel version 4 is New Balance's answer to the economic crisis that we have. The shoe is $110. That's what I'm talking about, New Balance. So the specs on the Propel version 4, we have a 31 millimeters in the heel and 25 millimeters in the forefoot, giving us that 6 millimeter heel to toe drop. I would like to note that New Balance says it's approximately 6 millimeter heel to toe drop. So it's pretty close to that. This shoe for a men's 10.5 is 10.8 ounces or 307 grams. It's a bit heavy. Obviously, if you're used to running with a shoe that has some type of plate, either a carbon or a nylon, you would expect something lighter. But New Balance gave a little bit of weight on this shoe. We'll talk about that in a little bit with the FuelCell foam. So I wanted to stop and talk a little bit about the upper on this shoe. So it is composed of an engineered synthetic mesh construction. And from what I gather from that, from my experience running it is comfortable, pretty pliable, but not so much breathable. I want you to take a look at it. You can kind of see, you know, just the material that's used, and you can see the engineered mesh construction that they have on it. Pretty pliable, but not as breathable, especially the black on a hot day here in Florida is definitely pretty hot. My foot is sweating. So for the midsole, it is composed of FuelCell foam, and that foam is very cushiony, very plushy, and also gives a propulsion type feel. So it's a pretty decent responsive foam, and yet what we have working together in conjunction with the foam is a TPU plate, a thermoplastic polyurethane plate, very similar to a nylon plate that you see in the Endorphin Speed 3. Very cushiony. Regarding the TPU plate, one thing I can say is that I can definitely feel an extra kick in this shoe, especially for it to be a little bit heavier, 10.8 ounces, and have a super thick midsole. I mean, it is actually really responsive. I'm surprised with how responsive it is, and for the price. It's a winner chicken dinner. So I wanted to stop and let you see the midsole, the outsole, and the TPU plate all together on the shoe. Let's take a look. So you can see right here, you can see the TPU plate coming through the shoe right there and right here. And I mean, look at this, just super plushy, super responsive. And for the outsole, you have a rubberized outsole kind of right here, like a horseshoe like going down right here into the toe box, and then you have around the heel. bottom of the heel. So as far as the rubberized outsole is concerned, it is definitely rubberized and surrounded by cushion. I mean, look at this thing. Overall thoughts on this shoe, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, yes, it was a little bit heavy at 10.8 ounces, but for the price, for the fuel cell foam, for the TPU plate, for this nice heel counter that we have going on, you can't beat it for $110, and I thoroughly enjoyed it on this run today. One thing that I was very impressed on was the energy return that I got from the fuel cell foam that they used together in conjunction with the TPU plate. So see the bottom of this shoe, you can see the TPU plate. And as I said before, the TPU is a thermoplastic polyurethane plate. It is not so much a nylon plate or a carbon fiber plate, but a TPU plate. And you see a little kick right there? It actually does have a little propulsion feel to it. And the energy return on the fuel cell foam as well as the cushion worked really well together. I wanted to say, if you just did like this and pushed the up or down and just left the heel counter right here, you would probably say, hey, Joel, that looks like the Mach 4 or the Mach 5. And I would say, hey, you're right, it does. Because it does. It looks just like the Mach 4 or the Mach 5. Definitely the same outline, definitely looks the same, and it felt the same. And that's a good thing because I thoroughly enjoyed the Mach 4 and the Mach 5, and I really enjoyed the updates that they put on the heel counter and how it sat on my Achilles pretty well. And so it's a compliment that it looks like it because it feels like it too. Additionally, for the heel counter, if you look on the inside, you do see a little bubble of padding foam running along the inside of the heel counter, very similar again to the Hoka Mach 5, and it's pretty comfortable. I mean, it is thick, I'm not gonna lie, it is very thick right here, but it worked for me and it prevented my heel from slipping out, which is really nice when I picked up the pace. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, for watching this video and making it all the way to the end. If you would do me a big favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel and comment down below. Let's keep this conversation going on this Fuel Cell Propel version 4. What do you like? What do you dislike about this shoe? Is the $110 price point, is it something that caught your eye? What about the plate? Having a TPU plate in it, the fuel cell foam? Let me know down below. I want to hear from you. And as always, guys, aim high.